Today we are going to talk about Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer is a neurodegenerative disease and is the most common type of dementia. It has been declared to be one of the public health priorities by WHO. The most common symptoms for Alzheimer are memory lapses and difficulty in remembering recent events. Living with Alzheimer can have a negative effect on cognitive function and behavioral function. Patients also suffer from mood swing and impaired physical health. The pathophysiology of Alzheimer is complex. Alzheimer is strongly related to genetics. Different hypotheses have been made to explain Alzheimer. The amyloid hypothesis is the most commonly accepted one. Also, there's tau hypothesis, cholinergic hypothesis, and other ones. Cholinergic hypothesis is the oldest statement of Alzheimer. A loss of cholinergic function in the central nervous system contributes significantly to the cognitive decline associated with advanced age and Alzheimer's disease. Symptoms represented in the early Alzheimer's patient's neuron are alternation in high-affinity choline uptake, impaired acetylcholine release. There's also deficits in the expression of nicotinic and muscarinic receptors, dysfunctional neurotrophin support, for example NGF receptors, and deficits in the axonal transport. Another hypothesis by Hardy and Higginson hypothesized that A-beta protein deposition, which are produced by amyloid precursor protein, are the direct cause of Alzheimer pathology. A-beta proteins come together and become oligomers, which is responsible for weakening the communication between synapses. Oligomers become larger and form plaques in brain. In brain, there's immune cells called microglia cells. Normal microglia cells take up A-beta plaques, but also activated by them. It began to attack and kill synapses by phagocytosis. The malfunctioning neuron and synapses, as well as the dead ones, are no longer able to communicate, which will lead to impaired brain function, and will result in Alzheimer-related symptoms. Another hypothesis is the tau hypothesis. Tau is a protein that stabilizes the microtubules in neural axons. In Alzheimer patients, tau proteins are modified and stick together to become oligomers and neurofibrillary tangles, which are responsible for microtubule breakdown. The modified tau protein also travels to other healthy neurons. Eventually, the neuron cell will die because of cytoplasmic function damage due to tau proteins. To conclude, the cause of most common type of dementia in the world, Alzheimer's disease, is not fully understood. Further research should be done to explore its real pathology, and hopefully we'll eventually find a cure to this devastating disease.
Created using Powtoon.